Ford just dropped a bombshell in the automotive world. Get ready to meet the Infinity engine, a revolutionary motor that promises to turn everything we know about cars upside down. Imagine this, an engine that combines the best of both worlds, the efficiency of electric cars with the versatility of combustion engines. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? But that's exactly what Ford is announcing. Ford CEO Jim Farley didn't hold back when presenting this innovation. He went as far as saying that the Infinity engine will leave the electric car industry in the dust. Is that really the case? But before we continue, if you're enjoying this content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your subscription helps us bring you more hot news from the automotive world. Back to the topic, let's talk about the features of this magical engine. First, it promises to be super efficient in fuel consumption. This means you'll be able to drive further while spending less. Who doesn't want that, right? Moreover, the Infinity engine promises to emit far fewer pollutants. Great news for our planet, which has been crying for help for a long time. But what really makes this engine stand out is its ability to use different types of fuel. Hydrogen, biofuels, synthetic fuels, you name it. It's like having a chameleon engine that adapts to whatever's available. Now, let's think about the impact this could have on the automotive industry. Companies like Tesla, GM, and Volkswagen, which have bet all their chips on electric cars, might be sweating right now. Will they have to change their plans? And it doesn't stop there. The energy sector could also face a major shakeup. We might see an increase in demand for alternative fuels, and the entire refueling infrastructure will need to adapt. But what about you, the consumer? What does this mean for your wallet and your daily life? On one hand, the Infinity engine could be an interesting alternative to electric cars. On the other, concerns arise about the cost and availability of these new fuels. Speaking of challenges, we can't forget about regulatory and environmental issues. How does this new engine fit into the zero-emission policies that many countries are adopting? Ford argues that the Infinity engine could even help reduce emissions from cars already on the roads. From an economic and environmental perspective, the outlook is exciting. We could see new jobs created in both the automotive and energy sectors. Plus, there's the possibility of reducing our dependence on fossil fuels. But it's not all roses. Some critics argue that this technology could delay the complete transition to electric vehicles. Others contend that the Infinity engine could be an important solution for regions where electrification is progressing more slowly. It's important to remember that we're talking about a technology still in development. Ford hasn't released details on when we'll see the Infinity engine on the streets or how much a car equipped with it will cost. Moreover, questions arise about the real efficiency of this engine compared to the most advanced electric cars. Will it really be able to compete in terms of performance and operating costs? Another point to consider is the infrastructure needed to support this new technology. Although the engine can use different types of fuel, it will be necessary to ensure that these fuels are available on a large scale. From an environmental standpoint, there are also debates. While the Infinity engine promises to reduce emissions, some environmentalists argue that the only truly sustainable solution is the total electrification of the fleet, combined with renewable energy. We also can't ignore the impact this technology could have on the global automotive supply chain. Suppliers who have invested heavily in components for electric vehicles may need to quickly readapt. On the other hand, the Infinity engine could represent a new era of innovation in the automotive sector. We might see a renaissance in research on alternative fuels and engine technologies, areas that were losing ground to battery development. For consumers, this new technology could mean more options and flexibility. Imagine being able to choose the cheapest or most available fuel in your region, without worrying about the vehicle's range or charging time. However, it's crucial that consumers are well informed about the pros and cons of this new technology. It will be necessary to consider not only the initial cost of the vehicle but also the long-term operating costs and environmental impact. Ford's competitors are certainly watching this development closely. It wouldn't be surprising to see announcements of similar technologies in the coming months, as the race for sustainable mobility solutions intensifies. In the end, Ford's Infinity engine represents another exciting chapter in the evolution of the automotive industry. Whether it's the future of transportation or just another step in the transition to completely clean mobility, one thing is certain: the world of cars continues to be surprising and full of possibilities. And what do you think about this new technology? Do you believe it can truly revolutionize the market, or are you skeptical about Ford's promises? Leave your comment below, and let's continue this conversation. Remember, the future of mobility is being written now, and each of us has an important role in this story. Stay tuned for more news from the automotive world. Until next time.